Good Friday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Zach Batten with the Bell Park Weather Network. You made it through the week if you only worked 4 days and you worked 10-hour shifts, and this is already your weekend. Congratulations, aren't you lucky? But either way, I'm here to get you started this morning. So let's get going. We've got a few extra things to cover today. So without further ado, out the door this morning, there might be a few showers out there, so you might run into some wet roads. So just keep that in mind. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a bit. You'll want to take the rain gear with you in case you get stuck with any of that rain. High school playoff football games will be going on Friday evening. Shout out Southeastern Trojans for making the playoffs. You'll want to have the rain gear handy just in case. Be prepared for a few spotty showers. It's not going to be anything significant. Should pass pretty quick if it does rain. There will be periods of sunshine, so keep the sunglasses handy as well, just in case. You're going to be dodging showers and sun through the day, so, take your pick, but at least it's going to be warm, so there's that. Taking a look at your radar for Friday, starting off Friday morning, we've got showers around through the morning. They'll kind of taper off into the afternoon, but a few spotty showers will still be around through the day. Like I said, make sure you've got that rain gear with you, and make sure you've got the Bell Park Weather Network app, the Ohio News and Weather app, to keep you alerted as rain approaches your area. As we move through the rest of Friday and into early Saturday, you see kind of what looks to be more of a line of showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder move through. Not expecting anything significant there, but some kind of drought helping rain will move through, especially if you end up in a thunderstorm. You get a little bit more rain. And that's good for the ground, and it appreciates it. As we move through Saturday morning and into Saturday afternoon, see still a chance for a few showers, especially Columbus and south and east. The Mid-Ohio Valley and into West Virginia is probably going to see a little bit more rain than everybody else. Saturday, not too dissimilar from Friday, with the exception of temperatures. It's going to be cooler, so we'll get into that here in just a minute. But there will be still some peaks of sun, especially kind of northwest of Ohio. You'll see more sun than most of the rest of the state. Taking a look at your temperatures to start this morning, we're going to be hanging out in the 60s. So going to be fairly mild out there for a late October morning. As we move through the afternoon, we warm up into the 60s and 70s. If you manage to see a little bit more rain and stay cloudy longer, you might end up being a little bit cooler, but for the most part, everyone should warm up into the 70s. Low 70s, more than likely mid 70s if you happen to see more sun than rain through the day, which could be the case for several of us. As we move through Friday night and into Saturday morning, you can start to see the big change. So right now, this is early Saturday morning. You just really see that temperature difference pretty much splitting the state in half. As we move through the day, temperatures actually cool off through the day. They try to rebound a little bit in the afternoon, but we don't rebound much. So temperatures will pretty much be falling most of the day. Sunday looks to be fairly similar. 40s and 50s likely. Rain for everybody though on Sunday. It's going to be pretty gross. So Saturday, while still not the best for some of us, it's going to be better than Sunday. So taking a look at a different model, so it's a little bit longer range model, still typically handles kind of temperature and upper air features a little bit better. So this is Sunday afternoon. You see we're in the 40s and 50s again, plenty of rain's going to be around. As we move into Monday, keep an eye into Indiana and lower Michigan. You see that cold air really start to build in Monday night. And Tuesday morning, we're going to be pretty chilly. So definitely probably the coldest night of the year so far for a lot of us. Moving in through the week, you see temperatures kind of remain pretty cold, but they won't stay cold too long. We do warm back up at least a little bit. Not like we have been this week, but a little bit towards next weekend as the winds shift back out of the south. Anything beyond this point is really just a guess mostly. So typically once you get this far out, the model's not always super reliable. So this is where we look for patterns more so than specific numbers. So what's driving our current warmth? Well, it's pretty simple. You have an area of high pressure right here. So high pressure winds go around clockwise, which means you've got winds going this direction, which means you've got wind coming out of the southwest and kind of pretty much this whole region. If we look back over here into Montana, there's actually a low pressure hanging out over here. So out here, you've got winds going like this, which kind of leads to this pattern that we see, which basically is what's giving us our warmth. So as we proceed through for today and Saturday and Sunday, especially into Monday, that pattern really changes. That high pressure down here has pretty much collapsed and moved on. And instead of our winds coming out of the south, they're instead coming from Canada and just sweeping through, and they're pretty quick too. So this leads to a bunch of cool air being pulled in, and that's why Monday night that cold air really moves in, and you can see the winds just keep digging. It's actually a little bit of a trough here, and that just allows that cool air to continue to filter in for a few days. And then as we saw the warm temperatures going into next weekend, the pattern kind of shifts back, and you can see we've got kind of more of that wavy pattern, and that leads to, again, the winds not so much coming out of the north anymore. So that allows warmer air from the Gulf to kind of get pulled northward. Usually allows a little bit of moisture to get pulled northward as well. But for now, that's what we're looking at. That's where your cold air is coming from. So if we look right now at temperatures, we back up a little bit. Take a look, pretty much this area here. It's already pretty cold with the upper level winds and the system that kind of progresses to the east here. I mentioned that low pressure sitting right here. That progresses east, and that cold air just really filters down. You'll see it makes it to us, and then again by next weekend, instead of the air coming from here, the air is instead coming from the Gulf, which leads to a little bit warmer temperatures. All right, I thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I know this video is a little bit longer than usual, but I hope you're okay with it and kind of understand, at least now, where our cooler air is coming from. Like I said, this weekend, Saturday's not going to be too bad. Some showers around for some of us. Sunday, definitely going to be the day where you're probably just going to want to stay inside and watch movies, watch football, do whatever you really want to do on a rainy Sunday. As always, be sure to find us on Facebook at Ohio News and Weather. Like this video, it really helps us out. Leave a comment as well, that helps fight the YouTube algorithm. And also let us know what you're going to be doing this weekend. Do you have fun plans? Are you going to try to get out and enjoy Saturday before the rain on Sunday? Are you going to go play in the rain on Sunday? Who knows? Let us know down in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all on Monday.